So hey everybody, this is Rev J once again. If you can't tell because of my bare arms, it's a nice warm day for a fall day. Unusually warm. It's supposed to get up to about 80 degrees, and I believe, if I remember right, that's just a few degrees, like 4 or 5 degrees off of the record today, is what I think I remember from the news last night. It is a pretty day. Thought I would enjoy it. Thought I would get out and see some of these fall colors. You don't always get to see this beautiful of colors every day. So when you have a chance and it's like this, take the chance, man. Take the chance. Nice little back road coming back from Nashville towards my house. Always enjoy this road. You've probably seen this road 3 or 4 times in my videos if you've watched all of them. It's one of my favorites. So, just out of curiosity, if I could get some of you all to respond in the comments, what are your favorite times of the year to ride? I think we can pretty well rule out winter for most of us. There might be a few of you out there that maybe live in Arizona or Florida, and you say, I love winter. It's nice and cool. But for most of us, winter often is a little bit too cold, or it's messy or something. Summer is probably not my favorite time because around here it gets up around 95, occasionally into 100 area, but not all the time. Mostly 95, but extremely humid, and therefore summer is not my favorite time. But I do like spring and fall. Fall because of the colors. Spring because of the green. Just curious, what are your thoughts? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 being summer, 2 being winter, 3 being spring, 4 being fall. Which one is your favorite? I'm currently between 3 and 4. We'll wait to the end after I see a bunch of comments. I'll tell you which one's my actual favorite, okay? It's close, but I do have a favorite. See you soon. Hey, while I'm here, go ahead and hit like, share, and subscribe. As you're watching this today, can you tell me if the area where you live in is at peak season, fall season or not? Peak colors? I know our area is not at peak, but it's close. I would imagine in the next 2 or 3 days we probably will be at our peak season. But I'd like to know about you and put the state that you live in so that we'll have an idea what you're talking about. I think Virginia, West Virginia, some of North Carolina, the mountains, I think the peak season was a few weeks ago for some of them. But for here, we're probably a few days away from peak, but it's starting to look nice out here. I guess I have talked about Arizona some because I used to live there. I don't know that they get a whole lot of difference in the fall. We used to have a few trees in our yard. We had some pecan trees and we had some orange trees and one lemon tree. And yes, things look different in the fall, but not quite as spectacular as here in the fall. So what state do you live in, and how far is it from its peak season? There's a couple of friends of mine. Most of them are faith riders. Not all of them are faith riders. There's a guy or two who are going to ride with me this Saturday. I think right now we have at least 5 people that'll be riding this Saturday, and by then it probably will be peak season. We're going to see some nice colors when we ride this Saturday. We're just a few days away from that, 3 or 4 days away from that. Still, it's nice. I like to ride in days like this. It's supposed to be a little cooler by Saturday as well. This warm weather that we're having, that's not quite record-breaking, but near record-breaking, near the record. It's going to cool off, and by Saturday, it'll be more of a normal high temperature. But I would imagine by then we will be at peak. That's another thing. I've asked you in the past, but not all of you have watched my past videos, so that's another thing I'd like to know. Do you like to ride in groups? Do you like to ride alone? Do you like to ride 2 up? I really like it all, very much. I like my days of solitude when it's just me and my thoughts. But I like those days when my wife is on the back and we can have some good conversations about the scenery and life in general. And then I like those rides that we do in groups. I like the groups mainly because, when we stop for lunch or dinner or whatever, we get to talk a lot and just share the good times together. We've really made some great relationships riding with folks. I remember that old commercial. You meet the best people riding a Honda. I don't ride a Honda, but I've met a lot of good people. I don't know that it matters which brand you ride. There's still some good people out there. And a lot of the ones I know, a lot of the good people I know do ride motorcycles. So that's cool. This is one of the sharpest turns on this road here. It's probably like 130 degrees. It's close to it. Some pretty trees right there, pretty foliage. I wonder if that house has ever had trouble with people running off in their yard, almost hitting their house. Pretty area, guys. I always like to see stuff like this because it just reminds me of how great God is. He's the greatest artist ever, by a long shot. I see his fingerprints on a lot of this out here. Hey guys, if you would, please hit like, share, and subscribe.